What's up, guys? This is Zeus Recovers from Yuma, Arizona. And I didn't get to go riding this weekend, so I'm going to post some of these videos that I still have on and just do a voiceover today. Um, but let's start by asking ourselves a question. Why do we want to try to fix yesterday when yesterday is past and we just got to let it go? And I understand that we need to vent. Um, so, yeah, I was at this convention and I was asking questions to people and that was some of the things that was holding people back, their past. See what can we do, and I try to share my experience and what I do. And I don't know if you guys want to try it, but here it is. Here's an idea that helps to let go of the past. Because sometimes you don't trust the person you're going to share that experience with. You don't trust psychiatrist. You don't a therapist. You don't trust your friend because you might say to somebody else if he's mad. You're not gonna try social media, right? Facebook, YouTube. Hey, I have a problem. Another way of doing this is and it's a way that you can vent to millions and millions of people without anybody saying anybody to anybody else, right? So it's writing in a, I guess you could call it a journal. It's writing of what happened. Okay, so you write what happened in the past, and then you reread it, you read it over, and then see if anything is left out. Write some more, and then what you do after you write it a couple of times, you burn it. You burn it, and this is where the fun part comes. So many people that have died are able to read it with you. So many people that have died, or higher powers, or whatever it is, they get to hear it. They get to read it. They get to see the smoke signals, and somebody out there gets to understand your pain. They get to understand what you went through, and then you get to smile because you're letting it go. Because people are with you, no matter where they're at, no matter where you're at. But you get to let go of yesterday, because that's where it belongs. It stays yesterday in the past. That's happened. You cannot fix what happened there, and it's time to move forward. And I understand it's going to be hard. I understand. I've had the same situations, but my past is there. I do not try to bring anything that's going to hold me back anymore because this is my future. And for me to proceed and progress in my future, I got to let go of my past and start thinking of what I can do for tomorrow. So here's where afraid comes into play to a lot of people's head or minds because they're scared of what the future is going to bring. They're afraid of change. So if you weren't afraid, what would you change today to have a better tomorrow? Go ahead, think about it. Think about it for a little bit, and then answer. What would I change today? What would you change today? Because you need to change something today. Because change is good. Change is always good. Remember that the world is changing. There's always change at work. You're looking at the sky right now, and there's a cloud that covers the sun. What happened? Well, the temperature just changed. Oh shoot! Did you just say change? Okay. So yeah, change is always happening. You go into work. Hey, new policy change. What? Oh shit. So there's always something changing, no matter what. So it's time to adapt to change and start thinking of what you can change today. Okay. What is it that you want to do today to have a better tomorrow? Well, I want to have a better job. Oh, you do? Okay. So, what can you start doing today? You don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You got to think about this because only you have the answer. Um, Another idea for people that don't like their employment. I mean, I love my employment. So, if you don't like your employment, why not start? I'm not telling you let go of your job, let your job go and start looking for something else because that's not the that wouldn't be a great idea. What you want to do is keep applying for places while you still work there. Keep your job, apply to other places, and if you don't like the next place you get, you keep applying until you get to the place that you want to be at. So that's how you're going to progress, and that's how you're going to have a better future. just on your employment part. So now, what else do you want to do? Have a better education? Okay, you keep going to school. Try to take a couple classes. I use a lot of YouTube, internet. Now we have freaking internet on the palm of our hands, so everything's possible. You get to learn things. I'm always researching and see what I can do differently, how I can do something better, and how I can assist others to progress. And that's one of the things I like to do is lead by example. If I won't do it, I will not tell somebody else to do it, because that's not the right thing to me, because it might not help. And even if it does work for me, sometimes it won't work for somebody else, or whatever they're doing won't work for me. So we all got to try different things. So one of the best things to do is get something from someone, get something from somebody else, and then create your own foundation. I mean, you create your own sculpture, I guess. It's your art, and this your life, and this is what you're gonna do to progress, and this is what you're gonna do to adapt, to change, and leave afraid out of the picture. Because afraids are a good motivator too. You just gotta overcome it, right? Okay, so we leave our past where it belongs. Okay, and and life isn't about where we came from; it's about where we're headed. So that's one of the things that we gotta realize, that not because our past was bad and we did a lot of bad stuff, and we were kids and we get to learn from our experience. And now it's time about to see where we're headed and what we can do to have a better tomorrow. And that's one of the things that you just gotta let go of the past, let it go. It doesn't have to be where we come from. It's about where we're headed and want to achieve and accomplish. It makes you think better. It makes you want to proceed and accomplish more of your goals. Because if it was about where we come from, what do you think a lot of people would be? Not many people would be successful right now. Because a lot of people come from the ghetto, a lot of people come from broken homes, and they've succeeded. So why are we going to let our past control us and hold us back? So what will you do today to have a better tomorrow?